How's it going, guys, and welcome to this YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that is a very, maybe helpful video, hopefully. This video is going to be a pro-cons of living in Florida. This is simply going to be a informative type of video for you guys, and I hope that, this can help you whether you are thinking about moving to Florida, leaving Florida, you're visiting Florida, and you just want some, what's the pros and cons of it? Guys, give you guys a background. Obviously, I'm a Gators fan. I've lived here for 14 plus years of my life. Went to college here, and I can honestly say there's a lot of pros and cons to this, but I kind of put it down to 7 cons, 7 pros to break it down for you guys to give it a fair balance. And again, if this video does help you, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, turn on the bell notification. And at the end of the day, I want this video to be more informative, and I'm going to simply just put it bluntly honest. So if there's Floridians who are gonna be mad at me for this video saying, oh, well, you're hating, guys, I'm stopping it now. I'm trying to make this fair as possible, because there are pros and cons. There are definitely some serious pros to living in Florida, but there's also some serious cons. So let's hop into it. Let's start with con number 1. We're going to start with cons here. So number 1, weather. This is such a, probably the biggest thing in Florida. This could be a pro or con, and we're going to get into it because I have it on the con and pro list, but for different reasons. So let's get into the cons of the weather. Number 1, constant humidity. The nicest and just most blunt way to put it, some people are going to say, oh, come to Florida, weather's not bad, heat's not that bad, you're going to get constant sun. It's like they say all this, but they'll forget the one thing, and that's the humidity. You will get up to 70, 80 degrees worth of humidity thrown on to 90 to the feels like 100-degree weather. And let me tell you, when you're outside in that, it's not fun. The other thing is we get constant rain and hurricanes. Now, if you're somebody who's around an area with like tornadoes and stuff, I don't know, you could weigh out the good bad between is a hurricane versus tornado, whereas people have their picks on that. But here in Florida, you get constant rains, hurricanes. We just had one recently. And the truth of the matter is they're not going anywhere soon. They're going to be here for a while. You're going to have hurricane season here. You're going to be paying some insurance that may be a little different than other states because of the hurricanes, because we're right on the water, we're right on the coast. So we're going to be dealing with a lot here. You're surrounded by water. That's why there's humidity as well. So at the end of the day, the weather here can be good and bad, but the serious cons of the weather is humidity, constant rain, and hurricanes every single year, 365 days a year. Hurricane aside, you usually get that seasonal. Con number 2, lack of seasons. Here in Florida, you'll get majority, your winter here isn't winter. Your winter here is pretty warm. You get fall, you'll get your summer, your regular. Here's the issue with it though. You don't get the real winter. You'll get spring a tiny bit, but you just don't get to experience the true seasons. You'll get your true summers, but here's the truth about the summers in Florida. It is rain. You could be 90 degrees sunny outside, and next thing you know, you could say 0% chance of rain on the forecast, and you could get hit with torrential rain when it is bright sunny outside. And you'll be like, what is happening? But that's part of Florida. Hate to say it, that's just the way it is. Con number 3, housing and rent costs. Now, I'm going to put this best possible. Obviously, housing costs all over the world right now in this US is pretty bad. The house costs in whatever state you go to right now is almost bad. But here's the thing, the rent cost is the one thing that's kind of moving around. The rent cost currently in Florida, average last time I looked up was about $1,400. Now, let me make this clear. You may be like, oh, that's not that bad, or that's high, but it's still doable. If you want anything like 1,000 or 1,100, 1,200 range, for maybe somebody who's just graduating college or somebody who's just looking for a 1-bed, 1-bath, and you want an updated apartment, you're spending near the average. which sucks, but that's the way it is. If you want a more 2-bed, 3-bed kind of nice one, you're spending $2,000 plus, and it's gonna suck, but that's the way it is. Now for renting houses, that's another thing that, you know, you're gonna have to, I'm gonna tell you this the best way possible. You're gonna have to do your research, because number one, depending on your location, some places you may not even find a house for rent. Everyone may be trying to sell, and that's because of the market. But housing and rent costs here are really high, and the best advice I have for you is be sure to do your severe amount of research and try to find a place that obviously you want to live in. But like every place, living near city, in city, is more expensive than living in suburbs. So be prepared. Con number 4, traffic. Traffic in Florida is bad. I'm going to word it that way. If you've ever been to a city, imagine a city but covering Florida. Because wherever you go in Florida, you're hit with traffic. Unless you're hitting those back roads, you're hitting traffic. Unless you're hitting some country back roads, you aren't avoiding it. So what I'm going to tell you this is, with traffic, that kind of goes into, well, you know, work. You have a certain time of work that you have to avoid, and then say you want to go to a beach, say you want to go to a movie, say you want to go to a mall. There's traffic constantly. A trip that could take 30 minutes with traffic could take an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the severity. Say you want to go to a beach. To get to a beach nowadays, best way to put it is you're looking at, well, an hour trip without traffic is about a 2-hour trip no matter what. And it sucks, but it's the way it is. Con number 5, amusement parks. Now, when because I have amusement parks also in pros, but again, different reasons like weather. With amusement parks here, the lines to amusement parks, as fun as amusement parks are, the lines are bad here. As you know, Florida is a tourist place. Florida is a touristy place to go. So the lines are really filled. So be prepared to wait. Fast passes, they help, but not that much. And the service that sometimes you'll get from certain places, if it ain't Disney, it's pretty bad. And the thing is, you know, they're standing in the humidity. They're standing in the humid sun, the 100-degree feel-like weather, just like you are. And they're going to be unhappy too standing there. So just be ready. Service here ain't that well. Next con on the list is we have the tap water. The tap water in Florida is not good. The tap water in Florida, I'm going to keep it straight honest with you. You'll look at, like, you'll press like a water fountain and you'll literally see stuff coming in the water, like out of the socket. And so you're looking at it and you're like, what is that? And it's like black dots coming out of water. And you're just like, I don't know if I want to drink that water. And not to mention, the water tastes terrible sometimes. The water smells like rotten eggs. I'm just giving you this blunt, honest truth here, guys. The water in Florida isn't good. And con number 7, the biggest one in my opinion. The residents in Florida are not as friendly as you think they are. The residents in Florida get annoyed by tourists. The residents in Florida usually aren't very friendly to you. You can't go up to a lot of random people and say, hey, how's it going? And have a high % chance that they're going to be, oh, nice to meet you. Go have a good day. They're not like that. A lot of people don't want to talk to each other. Now, you'll find that 1-2% before the common Andy decides to pull it up. Well, there's this guy. But no, okay. There's like a 1-2% that you'll find that person that's really nice. And I've met a lot of people like that. But it's not back to back. It's once every few months I'll find a person like that. But a lot of people in Florida just don't want to talk. And they're also not as friendly as, well, up north. All right, guys. Now, the moment that I know a lot of people were waiting for, the pros of Florida. You know, I've been hating on Florida, all this stuff. Let me give you the real pros here. Let's just start with, like we started with the cons, let's start with the weather. With weather, the reason I'm putting this a pro, because people are looking for this. There is constant heat, there is constant sun throughout the year. You'll get hit with rain. If you can survive the rain, not a big con for you. But with a pro, you'll get constant heat, you'll get constant sun. So if you're looking to avoid snow, this is the place to go. And if you're looking for sunlight, this is also the big place I'm going to tell you want to be. Pro number 2, amusement parks. You get all the amusement parks you can imagine here. You get your Disney World, you get your Busch Gardens, you get your Universal Studios, you get, you know, 3 of the biggest, well, amusement parks you want. And so if you are looking for that and you're looking for a place to bring your kids on a weekend basis, or get get these yearly passes, I don't know what they're called, I never really owned one, but you can get like yearly passes to go to these places. And so if you're looking for that, we have them here, and a great thing to do with your kids and family here. Pro number 3, concerts. Florida is known for holding a lot of concerts. We have so many venues here, and Florida is usually hit with a lot of them. So if you're looking for a place to just go to music, you know, some music shows and all that stuff, I mean, there's not a lot to say other than we have them here, pretty popular, and I definitely recommend you check them out if you guys haven't yet. Pro number 4, we have a lot of national parks in Florida. Now, this is actually something I love, because this kind of goes into the whole thing of you have constant places to be outdoors with your family, with your kids and all that stuff, and you can actually enjoy the wilderness here in Florida. Now, again, you're hit with the humidity and sun, so be prepared, but it's really nice to be able to go very green here in the national parks we do have here, and even just like the little local parks here is very, very nice, and I'm definitely going to tell you it's worth going. Pro number 5, hiking/camping grounds. These kind of go with 4th pro, but separate, because I want to talk about this. If you're someone who likes going out in the wilderness, or just somebody who likes camping in general, there's so many camping grounds here next to springs, or next to literally in the woods and cabins, or if you want to go at tents, there's actual camping grounds all over Florida. And so I'm telling you, if you are that kind of lifestyle, this place is going to do very well for you, and I hope you have fun doing it, because trust me, it is very much enjoyable here. Pro number 6 of living in Florida, you get hit with a lot of city lifestyle. If you're looking for a big city to move in, and you're looking for a city that it just constantly has people going places, well, Tampa's the place for you. Orlando's the place for you. There's always people walking around in Tampa, and I'm mainly going to talk about Tampa because it's what I know a lot about of. And so if you're looking for a place that you can have, you know, your shops, your businesses, you're here looking for a job, you want to work in a city, trust me, there is so many opportunities here, and the city lifestyle here is very, very beautiful. I mean, who doesn't like seeing giant skyscrapers in the sunlight just reflecting it? I mean, overall, I think it's beautiful. Again, if you're looking for city lifestyle, we do have it here. And pro number 7, the biggest one that we have here, beaches. Obviously, this is one that everyone kind of knows Florida for, is it's the beach state. I mean, literally, you know, they call us the Sunshine State. I might as well call us the state of beaches, because we have them everywhere, you know. And I didn't want to put this in cons because, you know, with traffic and stuff and trying to get around beaches can be rough. You know, unless you go during a weekday, you're going to get hit with tourists constantly on weekends. But the pros of the beaches are you still get to be outdoors, you get to experience the ocean, you get to experience sand if that's what you're looking for, you get to experience the beach food. There's so many nice things to it. If that's your lifestyle, trust me, you're going to want to check it out and come visit. Why not? Come check it out. But guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, and this video was at least helpful for you guys, let me know in the comments, did I miss any pros or cons that you guys would add to the list? Put in the comments and let me know. And if you guys are thinking about checking out Florida, be sure to do it, because again, it is a beautiful state, but there, in a lot of people's eyes, there is a lot of pros and cons. So be wary, do your research, and check it out. But again, I love you all, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.